The Corn City crew searched for organic diamonds to make Medusa's battery when Dr.Stone, Science Future Part 2 Episode 7 was released. Elsewhere, Senku and company arrive in Araxa to construct the superalloy city in preparation for a last showdown with Stanley Snyder. In the previous episode of the anime, Senku and others utilized the enormous Medusa they acquired from the epicenter of the petrification event to construct a stealth vessel. Later, Senku and the other people understood that the Medusa devices required whole diamonds to function. As a result, he requested the Corn City team to use science to produce diamonds. The episode titled Stone Sanctuary from the Science Future series began with Senku confirming that the Corn City group had indeed succeeded in producing diamonds. But, because the diamonds were too tiny, they had to look for natural diamonds and utilize the synthetic ones to make sandpaper and polish the natural diamonds into batteries for the Medusa devices. Shortly after that, the Corn City squad traveled to the area that Dr. Chelsea had identified and collected the natural diamonds. Senku had one more thing to tell the Corn City crew, even though Joel was certain that he would be able to make the batteries. This would be the expedition team's final conversation with the Corn City team, given the possibility that radio waves might reveal their location. Because of its high mineral content, Araxa was chosen as the next destination by Senku and his group. It was at this point that Senku understood how Dr. Zeno had interfered with his conversation with the crew from Corn City. Dr. Stone, in the second episode of Science Future, Stanley Snyder shared the information that, upon their arrival in South America, Dr. Zeno had used Morse code to tell him about the youth science team's ultimate destination. As a result, not long after the American squad noticed Dr. Zeno's disruptions in the phone call between the expedition team and the Corn City team, Stanley directed his crew to change the ship's course to Araxa. Soon after arriving in Araxa, the Kingdom of Science began mining for minerals and getting ready the superalloy city for its last fight against Stanley Snyder. It was at this moment that Senku informed his pals that Stanley had already been contacted by Dr. Zeno and invited to come to Araxa. Although the move may appear excessively hazardous, Senku had been thinking about it all along because his plan was to take Perseus from the American squad in order to cross the Atlantic Ocean. However, in their fight against Stanley's squad, they only had a few individuals who could battle them, such as Kahaku, Yukio, and Max, since Hyoba and Tsukasa were injured. This left no choice but to depend on the Medusa apparatus. While all this was happening, Kaseki kept working on the Medusa devices from his perspective. They kept breaking up, though, because they were too frail. At roughly the same moment, Yukio and others were devising strategies for utilizing the Medusa equipment. Although they could use Yukip's bow and arrow to fire the Medusa weapons at Stanley and others, there was also a significant chance of being killed before that. Because of this, Chrome came up with a different plan after Taiju threatened to kill himself by attacking Stanley's group. They should have one of their crew members wait a long distance from the superalloy city, according to Chrome. In the interim, they might use the Medusa device to petrify the American team and the Kingdom of Science. Shortly after, the individual positioned outside the perimeter might bring their teammates back to life. The crew shifted their attention back to the diamond shortly thereafter. At last, Kaseki had successfully disassembled the Medusa instrument without leaving any residue. However, like Joel, he was unable to properly form the diamonds as batteries for the Medusa devices. At that point, Kaseki understood that the diamonds he had polished were indestructible, but those he had put inside the Medusa machines were not. He discovered after further examination that the Medusa device's diamonds had a cleavage site with a low atomic link. As a result, Kaseki set out to produce diamonds that were comparable. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned in this channel for latest upcoming updates on this series. And add a bookmark in this channel for further upcoming updates on movies, anime, and web series. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share our channel. And for latest updates, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.